Tommy here again, and
for you guys that have short attention spans, here's a playlist.
And before I get started with today's video, I also want to just let you guys know about some other video ideas that I have in mind. Like, I want to do a graduation makeup tutorial and maybe an outfit video. Let me know if you're interested in that. And also, I want to do a hygiene routine. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I love watching hygiene routines, not because I don't know how to bathe or shower. I spend a lot of time in the shower and I feel like I'm doing pretty good with that, but I just like to see the products that people use, you know, hear different methods. You learn something every once in a while. So if you guys would like to see either of those videos, then please tell me yes or no on the card, and I would definitely do them because they're at the top of my list. Also I have all you guys' other video requests in here as well, so I have those video requests as well, but I just have some things that, you know, to just really spark my interest. So if you are interested in either of those videos, then let me know. Today's video is going to be my freshman year of college experience. I did get a request to do this video, and also I just wanted to do it because it's like a reflection for me. So when I look back years from now, I can reflect on my experience and everything. So let's go ahead and get started. When I first got to college, I automatically knew, like, the first day, it was just freedom. Like, I'm just telling y'all, but just being on your own for the first time, the freedom, like, all throughout college, my first year, me at my dorm especially, you don't have a parent telling you to go to sleep, you know, when to wake up or what to do. You can do what you want to do when you want to do it, like, literally. Also, with that freedom came more responsibility. Like, okay, to be honest, my aunt used to wake me up. Like, if I'm late, she'll wake me up. Like, I'm usually pretty good at it by myself because I'm an early bird. I like to wake up early, but sometimes I do oversleep, and she used to wake me up like, girl, you're late. I'm like, what? Let me get up and go. But now it's like, I'm late. Look at my clock, it's 9 o'clock and I got an 8 o'clock class. Bruh. No, nobody's telling me to wake up. So nobody's telling me to eat, nobody's telling me to go to class, which I did go to every class I had because who couldn't miss a class. Even if I was late, I went to class. So I say I always go to class. I didn't party all the time, which I did go to some parties, and we came back at like 3 or 4 in the morning. Now, I did do that, and a couple times that wasn't my lifestyle. And I had 2 roommates. My freshman year, I had one for fall, I had one for spring, and both of those roommates, they went out literally every weekend or every other weekend. Now, they both did have jobs as well. They were able to party and stuff like that every weekend. First of all, I'm not a party girl. Like, that's not me at all, but I did go out sometimes with my friends, and it was really fun. You know, again, that freedom that you don't have to worry about. Like, your parents might not be cool with that. As long as I'm careful and it's not like a shootout or nothing at the place I'm going. Of course, I would tell her that I would go. Also got involved in the fall semester. I played intramural flag football, and I have a vlog about it. It's like my first day ever going. I played, and it was really fun. At first I felt like the coach, like, he wasn't putting me in, like, you know, I was the pretty girl. But anyway, I felt like they weren't putting me in the game for real. But then at one point they made me the quarterback, and I was running the ball. I feel like I can run super fast. Not super fast, but I can run pretty fast. And it was really fun. And at the end of it, when you have, like, basically we would compete against other intramural teams. You know, I didn't know that we was all in the same university. Like, I didn't know where they went until somebody told me we all go to the same school, and I'm like, oh. Like, I met people, like I met Clيcንን and Juana through that experience. So, you know, it's pretty cool. It's been in college, you know, I actually work out more. Like, every day, Monday through Thursday, I would go to the gym, like take a Zumba class, and me and my friends, we would work it out. We would do our own exercises. So I have become more fit, or I maintained my weight basically, because I ain't lost no weight or nothing like that, but I just say I've maintained my weight. Like, it hasn't gone up, which is great. So that's really good. I lived on campus in one of the cheaper dorms. I paid like $21.60 per semester, and I had 2 roommates, like I said. Now, my roommates that I had were nothing like me at all. Like, they like to party, they stayed up late and all of that kind of stuff. With my first roommate, I will say that I kind of liked her more because, you know, she was very clean. Not that my other roommate was dirty, but she had a lot of stuff. My first roommate, she cleaned up. She made her bed every day, which I do. My second roommate, she wasn't like that. I prefer clean things. And the fact that my other roommate was like OCD with cleaning, I like that about her because I like to clean too. Like, on Saturdays, we would get up, you know, we wash clothes, Like, we would just handle all that. Even though she went out, like, she smoked, she drank, like, all that. My other roommate, same thing. She smoked, she drank. Like, I don't get it. Like, why they keep putting me with these people who don't match my personality? Like, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't party all the time. Shoot, I wake up really early, and none of my roommates were like me, which was, I only had 2. I didn't have too many issues sharing or cleaning. Like I said, my first roommate, it was pretty much easier. We did have a small issue where she had her boyfriend staying in our dorm for like a week. And basically I was, you know, I had like basically called my auntie, and I told her like, call housing, report it, because he's been here for way too long or whatever. But at the end, I had to be the one to call it in. So basically, I was like, you know, let me talk to her first. I was like, hey, it's kind of making me uncomfortable because he was there when she wasn't there and stuff. So I told her about it, and we spoke. I didn't tell her in a mean way. I wasn't yelling and doing all of this because she was the type to fight. I think too, both of my roommates, they were a little feisty, but I never had any conflicts that resulted to any of that level. Like, I barely had an argument with either of my roommates. So I told her one day in the cafe. And, you know, she was like, you know, I completely understand, and, you know, he's leaving tomorrow. And I was like, okay, that's cool, whatever. Because if I didn't say anything, they were talking about him bringing his daughter to our dorm for the weekend to stay. Now, he had been there Monday through Friday already, and they're talking about him having his daughter there in my dorm with me and them for the whole weekend. And I went back to let that slide. So if there's an issue, you need to let your roommate know. I say don't go around it, because that can cause issues like I tried to do, but I ended up handling it myself. So just be mindful of those things, and just try to speak with your roommate, because it could have went south really fast. It could have got ugly. We could have been like, she could have got kicked out if I actually gone through what I was supposed to do. But I didn't, because really boys aren't supposed to stay in our dorms until after 12 o'clock. But that's weird, because they would give you a visitor pass for a dude till the next day. They'll give him a pass for 2 days. So I feel like they don't really care that much. But if you're really concerned about it, then they will get involved with it. But as of housing policy, boys are not supposed to stay overnight. But, you know, they ain't really checking. After that, we didn't have any other issues, and the reason why me and her weren't roommates wasn't anything that I did. It was just her own stuff, her own situation, not with me. But with my second roommate, cleaning was a bit iffy, but it wasn't an issue because I'm not a conflict person. But when something was wrong, like one time she did leave the tub a hot mess. She had washed her hair, took a shower, and the tub was looking crazy, y'all. I have a video clip on it. So I texted her and I was like, dude, I was like, you probably was in a rush. Are you planning on cleaning the tub when you get back? And she's like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry, I forgot. I clean when I get back. Which she did, no issue. It was spotless after that. But at that time I was like, girl, no. That was living on campus. I had a pretty good experience. While I lived on campus, it only took me like 5 minutes to get to my classes from anywhere, 5 minutes or less. So I feel like that dorm that I'm in, like if I lived in a more expensive dorm, it would probably take me a lot longer to get to class. I probably had to leave 10 minutes early or something like that, maybe even 15, because, you know, yeah, I go down the elevator and all that kind of stuff, which I ain't got time for that. So I stay in my cheap dorm. I didn't have an issue with it, and I don't have an issue with sharing a room with someone that I didn't know, because I mean, my personal things I would lock up, and if I did not lock the door, then you won't be able to find my stuff. I'm taking it with me. So if it's out there, it must not have been important, because everything that is important to me is with me or locked up somewhere where I got the key. So we did have a meal plan, and the meal plan was for $600 per semester. Now, when I tell y'all I ran through my meal plan the fall semester, and girl, I spent like $200 the first 2 weeks. Like, it was crazy. So basically, if you have a meal plan that's like $600, if you're going to AUM, then you're gonna have to even it out. Spend a certain amount a week at the cafe, and you're also gonna have to go grocery shopping. Usually towards the end of the semester, I run out of money. Like last semester, spring semester, I ran out of money again. But luckily it was like the last month of school, so that wasn't so bad. So I just went grocery shopping, spent like $60 at the grocery store, and that carried me on through the last couple of days of school. or I just spend my own money at the caf. And yeah, $600 for me is not enough. But also in the beginning, I ate so much pizza, y'all. I started to look like a pizza. When I tell you my face was breaking out with these red splotchy like bumps and pimples, it was disgusting. Like, you are what you eat. Do not eat pizza every freaking day. Like, no, don't do it, because I was looking crazy. The menu isn't that explicit. On certain days they do have certain things, and at certain times of day, like lunch menu be kind of popping sometimes, but it just depends. Like, they don't really have that much. I wish they had like a Taco Bell. There's a Papa John's, but I wish they had Taco Bell. Ooh, I would go there every day. Or Chick-fil-A, but Chick-fil-A is right across the street for real. Campus food is alright. It could be better, and be mindful that because you can run through that meal plan. I went to class every day. Even if I was late, I would still go to class because, girl, go to class. You do not want to get an FA. Failed to attend, failure due to attendance. You don't want no FA. You know what an FA look like, girl. That everybody tell you, do not get an FA. That is like, you didn't even bother to show up. Like, go to class. Like, I did have some online classes, which those are great. Like, you do your own schedule and everything. Also, you do have hybrid classes, and hybrid classes are the work is online, but you go to class. So it's like you're in a computer lab, and basically all your work is online. Now, that type of class you don't really have to go to, and a lot of people didn't, and our teacher told us that we didn't really have to come. So after the first 2 or 3 weeks of school, I never saw half of my class, which I did go at least once a week, but towards the end of the semester, I went every day, every class period, because I want to make sure I wasn't behind. And then also, whenever I had an issue in my class, I always email my teacher. Like, vlog that I posted, you guys saw that I missed my final exam for my online class, and that was 75 points. If I just let that be a 0, that would have brought my grade down to a C. But because I contacted my teacher and everything through email, like right when it happens, I email everything. If you got an issue, you need to get on email, girl. Like, I'm telling you, girl, boy, anybody, you need to be on your email like clockwork. For me, I don't get broke until I leave campus. Time I leave campus, my money gone. But when I get back to campus, I'm straight. I don't spend a cent. Time I walk off campus, I'm broke. Probably because me and my friends went out to eat, so I like Olive Garden a lot and stuff. But your girl be hungry. I love a good meal. So if you trying to, just know I like to eat. So I had to budget for food a lot because my stupid meal plan, like, they need to increase that. I want to give you all some tips for those of you who will be entering college for the first time this fall. Tip number 1. Go to class. Like, do not get an FA. Do not get a failure due to attendance. Like, the worst type of grade you can get. Like, even if you failed the class, at least they can say you went. But if you didn't go, no, and they follow you everywhere. So be mindful. Go to class. Go even if you're late. You better go. Tip number 2, get involved. Join a club, play a sport. Just go to events on campus. Like me, I always go to events on campus. Events that we go to, we have to sign our names on a piece of paper. I don't know if they have anything to do with scholarships or anything, but I do know that at my school, they emphasize that they're not looking for the A++ student. They would rather have the person who with the C average or 3.0, who is like playing a sport, who can, did things on campus, who was just involved. They don't want the person who just did their work. No, they want you to be involved. They want you to be well-rounded. Don't just try to make good grades. I mean, that is great as well, that you can make such good grades, but also nowadays they're just looking for people who are also more involved in their community and around them and everything else. So even though putting your priority on your grades is good, they're not solely looking at that anymore. So I say get involved for, for academic purposes, and also just for your own, benefit. Like, get involved. Don't just be that couch potato. Some people are like, oh man, my college experience was boring. My freshman year, I stayed in my dorm. Don't let that be you. Sometimes that was me, but don't let it always be you. I always went to an event. Even if it was just to get free food, I went. I had some fun. Tip number 3 is stay organized, because it is really easy to get behind in college. Like, again, in my last vlog, y'all know I missed my final exam because I didn't even know what date it was on. So you're going to want to write things down, like these important dates, because nobody going to stop for you. Now, I did have some teachers who were lenient, like my English teacher, he was lenient. They push stuff back here and now again, but don't let that become you. Like, what if my teacher told me no, she wasn't gonna let me retake my exam? I'm gonna be mad at it. So, you know, just stay organized. Make sure you know when these dates are, when these deadlines are. Make sure that you are going, okay, basically, when you register for classes, you have to do them by a certain, my dog just came in my room. Hey, puppy. Come here. Come on. We got a visitor. When you register for classes, you have to do so at a certain date, and you have to already have been to your advising appointment. That's a part of being organized, just knowing when dates are. Like, you need to know this type of things. Like, classes need to be registered by this date. You want to do it bright and early at 8 o'clock. Tip number 4 is to study often. And for my business law class I literally had to study all the time. I would study whenever I could. Girl, I had my flashcards at the bus stop studying and waiting to go to Walmart. So whenever you can, get your studying in any type of way. Nobody's gonna make you study. You have to do it on your own. You have to make time for it. Again, that's a part of stay organized. You gotta know when to do things. Like, I had a board telling me when to do stuff. Like, girl, test it this time, you know, study right now, girl, study. Because nobody else was gonna tell me to do it, and I didn't want to make an F. I didn't even want no B. I pretty much strive for all A's, and I allow myself 1 or 2 B's, but I really just want A's. Tip number 5, meet new people. That kind of goes into it to get involved, but meet new people. Like, don't be that person who doesn't know anybody on campus. I could say I maybe know 10 people on campus, probably even more than that, but off my head, I think I know like 10 people. And you just want to know somebody. Like, don't single yourself out. Like, I don't know nobody here, nobody will be my friend. You have to go out and meet these people, because if you don't, then of course they're not going to know you. You're not even making an effort. So at least get to know your people. Just at least try to make a connection with someone that, you know, that is out of your comfort zone or that you don't know. It's just good to just get out more, you know, get to know more people. And that is it. That is my college experience. It was a pretty good overall one, although I do want to get more involved. Like, I want to join more clubs, you know. I want to try more intramural sports. I just want to actually make new friends. Like, to be honest, I like the friends that I've made, but still, to me, that's a low number. Like, I honestly still don't know that many people on campus, and the campus is pretty big. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was trying to be really honest in it because college is different for everyone. I was trying to make sure that I told you all my experience. If you have any questions or concerns, then just leave them down below and I would definitely answer them. Also, any other video ideas that you want to see, please leave them down below as well. And also take the polls that are located in the card section, as they do help me determine future videos and what you guys want to see, what you don't want to see. You've already heard this, I say it like every video. But yeah, so if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. And if you like me or my personality, then consider subscribing. Not forcing you to. It's your choice if you want to or not. But that is it for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.